This is week 6, I think, of our CSA season. And in your boxes this week, for starters, we have Swiss chard. This week we have the first of the carrots for the season. So you'll get a bag of carrots. They're vary quite a bit in size, from kind of a standard to almost baby carrot size. So you'll get a mix of those. And a handful of cucumbers. These ones in my hand right now are pickling cukes. You may also get slicer cucumbers, the long, kind of more familiar type. Next up we have a miscommunication on our harvesting process. I wasn't clear enough about what I wanted. So some of you are going to get the intended red mini onions, similar to the white mini onions you had last week. Most of you are going to get these, which are pretty similar and really can be substituted just fine, but it isn't exactly what I wanted. These are essentially the scallion version of a red cipollini onion, or a green red cipollini onion. So not what I wanted, but close enough. And bag of peas again. Some of you may have noticed you didn't get them last week. We ran a little bit short, so we'll make sure that the shares that didn't have them last week for sure get them this week. Next up is summer squash again. Patty pan and green zucchini are what I have, but again there's several different varieties, so you may not get exactly what's in front of me right now. This week we have a head of cauliflower again, and a bunch of parsley. This is parsley, it's flat leaf parsley. It doesn't necessarily look like the curly stuff that you may be familiar with, but it's the same, similar flavor anyway. And finally this week we have a giant kohlrabi. This is a variety named Cossack that is supposed to be this big. It's not that it's an oversized smaller one, it's intended to be like this. This variety is stores really well, so if you're sick of kohlrabi for the moment, you can take the leaves off of this and put it in your fridge, and it'll keep for probably 3 or 4 months. So we don't have any more kohlrabi in the field right now. We have another variety that we're planting for late fall, so you'll get another round in maybe 6 or 8 weeks. But for now, this is the last one you'll get for the early season, so if you're sick of them, you have one more to deal with, and then you're clear for most of the rest of the season. And I think that's all for the week. See you next week.